hit that like and sub button. It means a lot. Follow my Twitch in the description of the video. Now, this is another video or another comment that I was left that I actually replied to that somehow ended up being really weird. Okay, this guy actually messaged me on Instagram too. I remember now. But this guy said, "Family is sometimes dangerous. I wish I could find a person to talk about or talk by podcast about domestic violence." And then I said, "I am very open to different conversations on my stream. Just look out for me playing any multiplayer game or just chatting streams." Now, this is where his comment just like, it's stupid, okay? I'm gonna be honest. It's completely stupid. And the first comment really was just kind of, or, like his original comment was like talking about podcasting, which is fine. But then he like basically trying to shout out like a podcast, I guess, but not really saying what the podcast name was, which is weird. I don't know. I don't know. But then he said, "I stopped playing video games because of the mind programming they are made of to bring a depression and spending worthless, then create a website, for example." I'm gonna say this now. It's not really worth it. Like I tried the best that I can do to bring other people happiness while playing games, and to say that games bring depression when it's actually the opposite and they actually can cure it. The only time that it's bad is when you have an addiction personality and the things you do on games. Depending on the games you're playing too, by the way. Because there are story games that like will like make your heart warm. Like it'll feel good and it'll feel happy. I don't really understand that, but then he also said mind programming. What, like we're gonna turn into fucking robots and be controlled by these game developers? The closest thing to that is when people still buy sports games from EA. Okay, I joke, but it's kind of true. It's just a repetitive cycle of the same games over and over. Anyways, this man says that it's worthless, which isn't true at all. But then he says, then create a website, for example. You got to get views on your website in order to even earn money from a website. Just creating a website by itself is not going to get you there. Sorry to spoil that. Do you know how much websites exist on the internet? Like, that's so stupid to say. And then he says, if you want, I can send you a message and chat and see if you agree to have a podcast or just a video chat to talk about it. Thank you for answering me. Okay, now this is where it really took a turn. After I replied, depression is the one thing that video games don't bring to me. It's an escape of reality, and actually, science proves that video games are not the root of depression. Now, it can make your depression worse, sure, depending on the reason why you are depressed. For example, feeling alone and that lonely sense of part of depression can cause video games to worsen your depression, but does that mean that happens to every single person who are depressed? No, it does not, and most people actually feel their depression to get better. Video games are not the root of the problem. Mind programming? That sounds like you're trying to say video games are here to take over your mind, LMAO. I got likes on that comment. And this man replied, I understand and agree with you. Now, before I get the rest of the comment, how can you say that you agree with me, but then say this? Just remember that there's a team of psychiatrists behind making the stories. You can check it out. Well, there's a team of psychologists saying the opposite. Like, shut up. Like, I don't know what psychiatrists, are saying the opposite of, oh, hey, video games can cure depression. Instead, I guess they're saying, nope, they can't do anything like that. Because, and then it says you can check it out. I have checked it out. Most of the time, I get that it helps depression, like, get better. Like, I don't know where this man gets this mentality that, hey, video games cause depression. I stopped playing them. Sure you did. Sure, you just never probably picked up a fucking controller or PC in your life. No, for real though, who taught this person how to use YouTube comments or whatever? Because, like, I am telling you, this guy was so annoying to read that comment. Only because it's like, how can you say that it doesn't, and then say you agree with me, but then say that you don't because you say that that psychiatrists say that it's not true, that depression can't be cured from video games. It can't be completely cured, sure, But, what was the thing keeping me going for the longest time? Video games. And that's on God, you know? And and it really, really stressed me out reading this man's comment. I have I have this one I was trying to find his message. I don't know if I'm going to. Yeah, I don't think so. But he commented to me earlier, and I think I found it. Now, I don't think it's him. Never mind, it's not him. I thought it was him. The last name of his thing is the same as YouTube though. That's weird and kind of weird. I don't know. That seems strange to be honest. But my whole point is please don't be like this person who's like, "Oh, yeah, this happens mind programming." Like we're clearing up the comments one video at a time. So that's all I gotta really say about this topic. Thank you for watching. And hit that like and sub button. It means a lot. If you can follow my Twitch, it's in the description of the video. Also, make sure to join my Discord to get notified whenever I go live. And yeah, man. Peace.